I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You like it all.
Good morning.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. February 3rd, we have all three commissioners and Miranda is in. No one's in the audience and the county attorney will be joining us shortly. We'll start with the board of minutes from January 27th.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes from January 27th, 2026.
I second them.
Public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried fast.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll move forward into correspondence.
What? What?
Us. Both of those. This first one here is a disbursement detail for guessing the Justice Court one from the month of January.
Oh, and last month we had a question on that, and just to refresh your memory that these accounts that are on this disbursement detail are accounts that monies that are collected by the justice of the peace, and they're collected and sent to the state. And these accounts are state accounts with the amounts that are sent to the state.
Thank you for the
You're welcome.
clarification.
I think that should explain it. We wouldn't have to explain it the next time.
There we go. Next one here is an email from Mako. Is preparing final renewal rates for member groups renewing on July 1st, 2026. Just an update.
Your middle name,
Arlene,
Arlene.
MC, that's MC McClure,
That's right.
MC. Mick, that's my name.
You say,
I didn't
how
like,
do you get Arlene out of
I
that?
didn't like the initials of BM.
Okay.
Hi.
My mom's name was Early.
Hmm?
My mom's name was Early, Earle, after her dad's name was Earl. And they just put Lee on. What's that? That's weird, right? Yeah, I like that. It's what we're gonna talk about. Go back and forth. Yeah.
The next one here is from Gary Snyder. It's a letter letting the commission know that he disagrees with our choice of putting the airport into a daylight only.
Sorry, I wonder who the loss of the member is that will impact us.
If there's a loss, it
If
says.
there's a loss.
Yeah.
They just said the loss of a member.
Well-
They lose somebody and went with something else. Sorry about that, I was just
The
wondering.
loss of a member group in the Mako Healthcare Trust may impact
I think it's.
the overall
So
stability.
saying if
So
somebody.
what that is saying, if somebody, and that's why they need to know immediately that and have deadline to say whether or not we're gonna do their, insurance this year.
Thanks.
Noted. Sorry, I'll quit.
Oh, you're fine.
Next one is from Ashley Tubbs from the Montana Historical Society. They are the Montana 250 Commission, I guess. They're launching a sponsorship program, which will award funds to eligible organizations hosting events, activities, and programs that feature a 250th commemoration component. The program will be accepting applications on Thursday, February 19th. I'm not sure this is for funding for historical projects, like a grant,
For
you
the
know,
250th year,
okay.
and like, you're doing an event about that. Is kind of what I got out of it.
Note that Mr. Snyder didn't spell my name right.
Wait.
So this next one is from Garrett Leeson from NACO. It's NACO.
Yeah.
NAK or NACO, what's that?
NATO, that's the national one.
Oh,
National,
Association.
I haven't heard from them for a long time.
Yeah, they.
Usually you got updates now and then.
Yeah, they email once in a while, and he actually called me yesterday too, and sent this training, it's a leadership academy
Yep.
training.
Almost said something.
this next one's from Madison May, hydrologist, Wyoming, Montana Water Science Center. It's for the did she send any proposed?
So we sent them that letter,
Yeah,
and no one's responded to it yet, so.
okay. So this is with stream flow monitoring at Flint Creek near Southern Cross. I guess she's just letting us know that she received it and they haven't looked at anything.
Yeah, well, I don't think they had received the letter yet, but as of her sending us that,
Okay,
sent it last week in the mail, so, it's in the mail, but
alright.
I can follow back up with her and see that they received the letter yet.
Next one is from, Dave Lee, from the airport board. He's reaching out to us, wanted to know if we are gonna be paying for plowing the runway. There's been no plowing needed yet.
We usually have that Bob guy plow it,
Yeah,
right? Not good.
Connors.
Yeah. He usually takes care of that. He just shows up and does it whenever they.
So, and then Bob was just kind of asking if there was gonna be payment since there has been no plowing yet, since. I'll let you read it here, but. I think he just, cause it's probably a contract with them, right, with Bob, so I mean. If they plow,
Well, yes,
they have
as
to
is
plow.
when needed. But I mean, we don't pay him that, cause there ain't plowing.
Yeah, we don't pay him unless he does plow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's, sound like he just kind of checking for Bob, cause Bob was asking.
And it's one of these years that, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if he just getting paid by the time, or each time he
That's all
does
it
it, it's not a contract, so he's not gonna, if he doesn't plow, he doesn't get.
No, it's not a guaranteed pay. It's just that when it needs plowed, he goes and plows, we pay the hourly rate. We don't give him just to be, no.
Yeah, so I guess we can try sending David,
Okay, so-
let him know.
I'm sure snow plower this year hurt, so they're
Yeah.
trying to get.
So if it snows, they get a hold of him and he plows and we pay him.
He usually just goes out, they
Yeah.
had it set up.
Yeah, he
just does it.
Yeah, we had no problem. We always accepted the claim.
There's no snow to plow, there's no money to pay.
And isn't it Bob, not Rob?
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, he just misspelled it.
Robert, could be Rob.
Robert.
Oh, not close.
Robert.
Bob or Rob.
Ah, you too.
Next one is from the Montana Department of Transportation, from, Henry Henny. Bridge Inspection Program Manager. MDT is requesting information on any bridge construction or repair in our jurisdiction. Well, we kind of do this every year, don't we, with these guys for bridges?
No. I do believe,
Yeah, they're kind of jumping ahead, getting springtime, so
Yeah.
it's starting up.
So isn't there something on the agenda for bridges?
Oh, that's for the CDS,
Okay,
spending, to talk about gold coin again,
okay.
like we put in for last year.
Howdy.
We probably have bridges that. MDT, that'd be all the state roads, wouldn't it not? Don't they come out and do their own inspection of all the state bridges?
Yeah, they did them last fall, they were hanging over the edges and doing all this
Yeah.
stuff, and the only one that. They were looking at the one that we replaced when that got wrecked on the bridge there in South Main. But they just go through and look.
They got a couple on the back page there.
I know, he's standing up.
So
So fancy.
next one here, I guess, is from. The Forest Service. It's just,
Oh, yeah.
automated message. Not even sure what this drill is. This just letting us know of our cooperative forest road agreement with Granite County.
Is at zero balance.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
was this saying that it expires on the 1st of May? So then we'd have them come in and do our agreement before it expired. So we'd have to get them on the agenda, correct?
We have to, yeah, we put them on the agenda and go over what their schedule, that stuff is.
Okay.
And bring it in.
In sometime before May.
Yeah, this is our schedule and stuff, we always have them on, then we look at stuff, cause they change it now and then with the new way they're doing stuff, yeah.
Okay,
So yes, there'll be action taken on that.
rest of the action taken on that.
And then on this Department of Transportation, we chipped here, we laid that, we didn't do the, decking, cause decking, we went over it with chip seal.
Yeah.
We notified them why they're asking, yeah, so
Right,
we laid over
we
that
sealed
stuff.
it again, yeah. The next one here is from Backers, Bottom Gillard. There's gonna be a conference at the Heritage Inn in Great Falls on March 30th through April 2nd.
That's that thing every year.
I thought maybe you might like to go to the
Yeah.
year. I think would be.
That's
good.
pretty good. There's some good stuff.
Yeah. So is this something that you would set up if one of the commissioners are gonna go? Then you would help get them set up, so probably this is an announcement that,
I'm just getting this stuff, yeah.
so.
Thank you.
And make sure that the road supervisor knows that a commissioner will be attending.
For Mackers. Mr. Two.
Maybe I'll go. I'll go too. No, just kidding.
No,
I will not. What you got on your eyeballs, Blaine? Contact lenses?
Contacts, yeah, they're trifocal. That means you're getting old, I guess.
I'll leave it for
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
So next one here is from Blaine Bradshaw. Going over, you just wanna touch base on this since you were here for its prospects and all that?
Oh, yeah.
It's
So there's actually a statute that applies to towns that says that the, railroad pays for the, maintenance on, but with counties and state, there's a administrative rule that says it's the, railroads responsibility to take care of the crossing. So that's where I guess some counties probably are just doing it voluntarily, it sounds like. There is a provision in there that if someone crashes into that equipment there, that the county's responsible, if you can't, get the money out of the negligent driver. So I don't know, that stuff would probably be astronomical if someone ran into it and didn't pay for it. So the county should look at potentially insuring that. That's the only one, isn't it, on the county road? Yeah. And it's something to look at, because someone runs into that, doesn't have insurance, and then we can't, sue them, they have no assets, then the county's on the hook.
Okay, so this is addressing the, letter from
last week.
Yeah.
asking us to help pay for half of does that mean we need to get it on the agenda and reply where we're,
Yeah, this is Blaine, that's reasonable. Yeah, a response to them. So basically it's your decision, the county commission's decision on how you want.
and I think it needs to be on the agenda, because I do think we need to get insurance on it. I think that is, if we're gonna be responsible for it. And then discussing the fact that, do we have to pay for half of it? No, we don't, we're not liable, correct?
Correct. Just be the if commission decides to put any funds into it, it'd be discretion, your discretion. Other than, yeah, they're looking at insurance, but that, I think they should at least price it out.
So is that something that we need to do right away for the insurance part of it?
Yeah,
We'll put on for next week.
Or even have Miranda look into it right now.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you do a decision including at work.
Yeah.
And then you'll draft a letter and email to these people that what we're.
Yeah, it needs to be addressed whether or not we're going to help supplement the repairs, which we're not liable for, correct?
Correct.
Does that cover them? Cause we have another one there down at Bearmont, but they cross at the county road too, so we just gotta make sure that we cover them all.
Oh, and Mullen, or which one is
Down
it?
on the
Fairmount.
Bearmont.
On the frontage road.
Oh, the frontage road's on ours though. That'd be the state's responsibility.
No, it's our road.
It's our road.
You're talking about the frontage road?
No.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Oh.
yeah, okay.
And then there's
Yeah,
the
that's
other
Mullen,
end where
isn't
the county comes back on.
Okay,
to
yeah.
the state.
And that's dirt.
And then what about Beaver Tail? That's state though, right?
That's state.
Till
we
it
don't-
turns, till it turns dirt, okay?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
It's state till you turn on. As soon as you turn off and head toward Gillespie, then it's ours.
Nothing up this way?
Oh, there just isn't any tracks. Everything's been abandoned.
Yeah. So,
Nothing
two,
this way, this down that way, and then
yeah,
Jim's is over if you drive over.
And it's Powell County.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that we
Yeah.
know what.
But the one on the south frontage road it's dirt.
I think NACO would, this is blank, I think NACO would probably insure it fairly reasonable. Yeah,
Yeah, we better get on it right away, or just like you said, in case somebody comes through to the kids.
Somehow, I mean, what kind of a value would you have to?
I don't know if that stuff's worth, but I'm sure if it,
we probably should go to the railroad and ask them what that, all that's worth, so.
that's just gonna be a $2 million policy.
I can contact this guy if you want, get an estimate on what.
I think we better right away to,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
I'll have that for next week.
Mhm. Yeah, this needs to be addressed.
so,
So you're thinking then we should obviously insure both of them.
and then ask
You know,
about the
dirt road.
third one. Down there where it comes, you know, county comes back across there and then hits state at,
But that's state.
okay, you gotta make sure where that road is that comes right to the mailboxes and turns.
Right.
So I don't know if one side of it be county and the other side state. I
Maybe
don't
talking
know how
to
that's
Linda.
gonna work.
Yeah,
It should be, in theory, it should be state until you have to go left or right till you hit the
It
T.
should be, but
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
we need to find that out
Yeah.
and get on it right away. That's fine.
Any public comment on correspondence? Oh. Go ahead, Elena.
Hello? Hello?
Go ahead.
Oh, hi. Had a problem on muting my mic over here. Okay, Elena Gagliano for the record. I was listening to the correspondence. I read some that was online, and it seems like the question goes back to roads. The one that caught my eye, the letter was from Cameron. Cooperative Forest Road Agreement. And all the questions are, like last week, as far as Red Lion Road, what are county roads? What are private roads? What are forest roads? And there's still no definite answer. I think, yeah, this should be his cooperative letter, whatever that is. What are they talking about? What is he talking about? And every letter, he said something about bridges. He said something about railroad. I couldn't hear that very well. But again, it's roads. And I think, yeah, Blanche is right, that this needs to be addressed once and for all. It should be on the agenda, not next week, give people time, and basically put down that this is going to be a big discussion, and the planner should be also there to discuss this with roads, because it's a big bone of contention, the roads. Everybody better know who's on first, who's on second. And that's my public opinion, as well as being, again, reminder, I am a study commissioner and I listen to people. The more they come to these meetings, the more they scratch their head and they wonder. And no wonder. Documents are lost. People don't know who's on first, who's on second. So something's got to be done. And hopefully this, especially about the roads, better be addressed properly. Thank you.
Okay, Blaine, may I respond to this? Is the contract we have every year with the Forest Service. They come in and they tell us what roads they're going to work on, and then we figure out what roads we're going to work on. It's a contract. It's done every year. Blaine, can you elaborate on that a little bit? This is just a normal contract that we are going to go ahead and get on the agenda to meet with the Forest Service about the Forest Service roads and the county roads.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
And we try to work together with them.
This plan, there's maps that show all the Forest Service roads. The county roads are, shown here right in the commission's office. Commission decided not to have that GIS software that's coming online show it, but if people have questions on individual roads, they can come, Linda said they can come talk to her, so, she'll clear up any confusion there. Is there still some, I mean, there's a million roads in this county, not all of them are resolved, and nor will they ever be, but for the most part, we can clear up any questions people have as they come to us.
Moving on. County's maps are readily available. Anybody that wants their map can just go in there and have Sarah print them out. So they don't have to just come in and look at this map. If they want a map, they can come and get one.
And who are you?
Oh.
I mean, they might not have known who you were when
You
you were
gotta state,
talking.
you gotta state your name. Otherwise. Alright, so move on, we're behind, but we'll move on to public comment with matters of the commission. Go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. I kind of think I heard you said now we're at the next agenda item. Correspondence is done. Public comment, right? I'm going back to what I said before about your correspondence and the roads. I don't know what you decided. It seems like you were just rubber stamping what I said. However, it is a bone of contention, the roads. And just stating, oh, this is a thing, a contract we sign every year and we're going to have him there. Well, great. Then just say, this we're going to put on the agenda for a main discussion since it's bothering a lot of people. You had a heck of a number of people there last week. When I showed up, they were still there. I showed up because of the study commission tally, and there was a mob there in the hall, and they weren't happy. They just got out of this meeting. They weren't happy, and I'm sorry. I told them, go upstairs and talk to Linda. That's the first step. And by the way, for those that are listening, hopefully there's a bunch of people there, I don't know, or online, there is a planning board meeting this coming Thursday at the courthouse at 6 o'clock. And maybe one of the commissioners should be there. We used to have an ex officio commissioner at all of the meetings. I believe Commissioner Maureen Connor used to attend the planning board meetings whenever they had it and reported back to the commissioners as a whole. So there's a lot of things that we can do to improve. And as a study commissioner, this will definitely happen. Thank you.
Any other public comment? Oh, Blaine.
This is Blaine. I was gonna say that people that were here last week were upset with the Forest Service. And there was no issue on, whether something was county road or not. So that was the issue there with the Forest Service. Those folks are gonna try to work it out with them. The other, issue of a commissioner attending a planning board meeting, I recommend against that. You guys review planning board decisions and have a quasi judicial role in that. Basically, you're acting like judges, and so I don't think you should attend planning board meetings unless you're, especially when they're reviewing subdivision plans.
Thanks.
Thanks, Blake. Any other public comment?
Am I still on?
Al?
I'm still on, I believe. And I think I heard, Mr. Bradshaw, what he said.
All right. We're gonna move on with,
Oh, I got one.
oh,
Before you go. Johnson, I noticed the stained glass window we have out front.
What's that?
The stained glass window we have out front of the courthouse. That was for the 200th anniversary of the United States.
Can you speak up a little bit? I can't.
Sorry. We have a stained glass window
Right,
for the 200th birthday anniversary of the country. We're coming up on 250. I was wondering if, I don't know if that was a commission or that was a donation or what the history behind that was 50 years ago.
what about it?
Is there something that we can do for 250? Or is that,
For what?
for the 250th birthday of the United States?
Mako is, this blend, Mako is offering some money for people. that are doing,
something.
Yeah, that's for a party or
Yeah.
something,
that's
but
not for.
I was looking for something like we did 50 years ago that we can do.
I don't care.
That would look into it. All right. Any other public comment? All right, we'll move ahead with, weekly report with road and bridge superintendent Paul.
So we're grading roads. And, hauling gravel, will be done hauling gravel this week. But, I mean, we obviously can keep going forever, but we've gotten everything, we're getting this stuff healed up, the more stuff. And we'll finish that, we're down in Henderson Creek today, we'll get that wrapped up to what we're gonna do. And then gonna go out there and get that, get some on that metal work on the first part from when you leave the highway. And that's kind of what we're doing between that and just service and stuff. And that crazy weather, so we use,
Right. He said we're done hauling gravel now then?
we will be this week. Yeah,
Where are we sitting at for yardage so far?
we've got about 2,100, we'll have 2,400 roughly by the end of today. And then we'll get, you guys wanna go no more than 3,000, I guess, you're right in that area. So we'll finish that out on the middle fork and out on the, by the Ranch Rock Creek with that additional 600, now put us right at 3,000, you know. I mean, give or take a few yards, it's not gonna be coming right out to the exact, you know.
If there's just a little bit left to do, I think we should finish it, but not keep going, but like, you know, if there's just a little bit left, make sure we finish it out.
Finish it, right?
Then get started. We're putting that at 3,000 because we're just the budget.
No, I got that.
I
Go for
Make
really
sure-
close, and it winds up being 3,100 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Just let us know, so, yeah.
I'll have a hard number.
And all the gravel we're taking now too, will have to be looked into for gravel for next year, for the summer.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out of that, cause just no money, so,
That's all you can do though.
Yeah, I just don't want to just stop and if we had another 100 yards to go or something.
And that's what our practice has been, is just, if we're trying to get somewhere to get there. And yeah, there's not much choice, but it'll just have to come out of what we do next summer.
That's all I about got. I don't.
What's with the directed spending requests? It's also on this agenda item.
For the road. Coin
CDS,
bridge.
TV.
It's the Congress is opening it up again for application.
For what,
That's the one
bridge or to bridges?
Just that bridge that we applied for and we didn't get it, if we wanna go for it again, I think we should, cause that bridge is pretty damn
Is that the gold coin?
down here, yeah. I think if we should apply for it, cause if we haven't tried, at least we could fix it right. Cause it's getting to be more and more people and.
Was it
That's
for,
my opinion.
was it for just Gold Coin or was it Gold Coin and the Middle Fork Bridge? Was it
Just gold coin, they had separate ones, they did about 3 different ones.
Yeah, and the dam,
Oh,
which
that's
I for the dam too.
Yeah, I just go after the gold coin, maybe we have better luck get one than
yeah.
we can.
Explain, did we ever get a letter that like denying the original application?
Email,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
we got it back in
I
December.
did see
Okay.
that, you showed it after, you got to be right.
So this right here is appropriations with Senator Sheedy's, the congressional directed spending. Do we need to get going on that like right now? Because it says something, it has to be in by March 13th.
Yeah. That's the one that we, yeah.
Yes.
I worked with Great West last year on this, I probably, so this year.
Should be able to just copy off what we did before and just go, I mean, we're not changing nothing, so
Yeah,
I can't remember, we looked at it.
what did we go for?
Is that a motion we need to make?
Is that the 800 for the
Yeah.
dam and 300 for bridges?
Yeah, I think it was 800 for the CP dam for the dam.
I don't know if we have to make a motion or just accept that we're agreeing to go ahead, I guess we could make.
Yeah, I
it.
do.
I'd entertain a motion.
Okay, the motion would be to go forward with appropriations on the CDS funds. Is
An
that
application, applying
application?
for the CDS funds for gold.
I second it.
Any public comment? Christine?
Hello, can you hear me?
No.
I don't have a public comment on the motion that you proposed, but I did want to ask Mr. Alt if Kiwanis located the roller that they were lent years ago.
You want to know about the little double drum roller that you were gonna find out where that was.
I haven't heard nothing back, I've left messages and I haven't heard Paul, I guess I just gotta go knock on the doors, but. I haven't heard back, Justine. I talked to Butch and I talked to. Rick, I thought maybe he knew, nobody seems to know. I'll keep on it, Justine. I can't hear you,
Not done either.
we're still in that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried, Pat, we'll get, letter sent out.
You can let her know that I'll make sure, I don't know who else, I guess. Maybe I'll call Lawrence Nelson and some of them, and see if they know. Weren't they the ones that built it?
They were, I mean, when they were doing it, it was sitting down by the bridge, Clark Fork Bridge. And I don't have any idea where, it is. Ella could be sitting in the going,
Gail didn't have it, I asked Gail and she said, I haven't seen it. She said that day in there, that,
Bush don't know where it is.
no, he said that he thought we had it, so no, we don't have it. And I asked Rick, so I don't know, maybe somebody worked on it, he hadn't seen it. Gotta be a.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Paul and I will stay on it, Justine.
Any other public comment for Paul?
You don't need.
Thanks.
Yep. Thanks. I want that. Oh,
Great, thanks.
We'll move on to Solid Waste District's weekly report.
Boss, here's solid waste, those are transfer site superintendent.
I was told we had a complaint against the burn pile that we needed to address today. That's why I'm here.
I am heard of it completely. I'm not saying that.
This plan, someone that dumped leaves or whatever got charged $5 and yeah. There is signage up there that says that it goes in the dumpster, right?
Well, there wasn't at the time.
Oh, there was.
The policy hasn't changed any. I'm just enforcing what the policy states. It clearly states it's just for wood. And it also states in the last sentence that it can be changed without notice at any time. So.
Didn't we give you a sign that said?
Yeah, I don't have a post at the actual entrance to the site. To the actual burn area.
Can you put it on the shack there?
I could, I don't know if
I thought
it
that's
see it
what-
as well.
I thought that's what we planned, but just put it at the shack.
Oh, I thought it had to go up at the beginning of the site, but yeah, I can definitely get it stood up there, not a problem at all.
So we've had that sign for a couple months now. Haven't we?
I got mine about a month ago, yeah.
Please.
So, absolutely. I can throw it up on the jack, not a big deal.
So at this point, look at what the EQ's policy is. Yeah, they don't allow the burning out there with the leaves and grass.
And this is also according to the former supervisor down there, this is what she instructed me to do from day one. It's not something I've changed, I've done it since I've been working here.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
we know that.
It's not something new. And the fact that it took a month and a half for that fire to burn out last year because of all sorts of stuff that was dumped in it. Because people said we've always been able to, I mean, people tell me that wood, they go up there and they also dump their grass at the same time. It's something I've definitely put a kibosh. I've been stricter on scanning loads coming in just to make sure that this doesn't happen. But spend a bunch of time and labor talking about a $5 charge is a little excessive in my opinion when the policy clearly states it's for wood only.
What this agenda, on the agenda, the report and also policy overview, what does that mean? Are we gonna discuss proposing changes, letting them put leaves and grass clippings?
This plan, I have one change that's potentially different than that, so, I think we should have it expressly in the policy that if people owe certain amounts, that they shouldn't be able to dump until they've paid in full. I think that should be, expressed.
I thought we had, it wasn't in there.
Yeah, I looked at it, it's not in there.
We talked about making sure that then,
And I think you guys made the rule, just in
because
case.
remember there were people that were going up and dumping, and they hadn't paid for a couple of years. There was those big, we said no more until you paid up. I thought that got put in, but it did. So that's why that's on Blanchard.
Oh, okay,
We're making sure that they have to be caught up or we're turning them away. I hate to say that because they're gonna throw it over the bank, but we can't give free dumping away when it costs them, everybody else money.
So, do you want me to add that to policy and have it on for?
Yeah, I thought it was. I'm glad you looked into it, but I was sure that we had it on when we redid all this stuff last year ago.
okay, so what policy change that you're looking for is to say that,
If a person's willing to dump and they owe dumping fees already, that they have to get paid in full before they can dump, just
Couldn't they,
anyone else would, I mean, that's kind of customary business policy.
can they, if they show up? Now, this is not to ask me, but say they show up, can they pay to dump that? So we ain't having it over the bank?
I think so.
See what I'm saying?
For it.
They're still not caught up on their other, but in order, instead of turning them away and they throw it over a bank, if they have the money right there to pay, then
Pay for that,
Pay for
that
that
they
loan.
have with us.
that's your guys'.
I think we should, otherwise the shit's gonna be,
Scattered.
yeah, that's my opinion.
I do have a concern about that because I can't tell what somebody's account status is at the dump. That's how the system works. I can't even tell where they're at for their.
Oh,
No, all I have available is the report that
So my suggestion for that,
And who are you?
my name is Scott Reddick. I'm the solid waste clerk. And what we can do, this is a suggestion, so there's outstanding, fees that they owe. We can deactivate their account when they come up, they'll give them Todd the number, you're not in the system. Or I can give them a listing of the people that are outstanding, he can say, yeah, you've still got payments to do.
What we talked about before, yeah.
Yeah, so I can deactivate it, turn it on and off, and, they can come in and pay their fees, but in the meantime, they can roll through and I would say, well, you don't have an account, but you still can pay.
Take care
There you
of
go.
it.
There you go.
Alright, I just need some way of knowing whether or not the account is good to
Well,
go.
if he
And if you can do that,
deactivates, that's simple, if he deactivates the one that owes money, it'll come right up when they come in
Yep.
and they'll say, no, you can't until you pay.
Yeah.
Or if you have money in hand.
Right.
Yeah, like currently, Wagon Wheel is the only one that's still deactivated because they have property taxes that they haven't paid, which is the refuse. So they need to pay the property taxes. Right now, they're just paying as they go. And,
And it's their paying as they go, basically.
I'm not sure who's going to, but I've worked with John and he said, yeah, they're just paying as they go.
So when you say deactivate, you mean deactivate the account on the computer so then they can,
So
yeah, when I put in their number, it'll come up non-existent
Okay.
because it's
Pretty
deactivated.
simple.
Yeah, that's the only way I can tell
Either
whether or
you
not
don't pay or you take it home.
so I get that language and
Yeah.
policy and have it on for next week, is that
Yeah,
work?
approve it, make a motion, approve it.
Okay, now wait a minute, let me just understand this. Okay, the letter that we received from the person that was upset because his garbage goes to Granite Disposal. He went and tried to dump and he couldn't, is that correct? And it was rapidly.
Contract.
he was able to dump. And
Got
that weight,
$5.
that weight is above the, cause he's Granite Disposal and every dumping will be billed and I sweep. And I
Okay,
find that amount and I bill all the individuals that have Granite Disposal per policy.
right,
That's what we agreed on.
Yeah, so, I think the dispute is, he's always thought that he could dump all of his grass and leaves up at the burn pile. But the gardener or landscaper was instructed to dump it into her policy as a Todd. So it got weighed and it was triggered the building,
So
so.
you probably need to let an email back saying it's for the policy, it's that.
So I've given Miranda the letter that's sent out to all the customers in Granite Disposal explaining the rules. And, the fact that he says he's never got that or, that's not our concern because we mail it to the address, so everyone has got that and new customers get those, ongoing.
so what dump sites did he go to, this person, was it Drummond?
Gosford.
Well, where would he get the idea that he could put the leaves and the grass clippings in?
It's always been this way.
I get a lot of people that tell me that they've always done this. And I tell them, no, it doesn't matter because this is the policy and I am enforcing the policy. Some people get upset about it, some people file complaints. After that, it's really out of my hands. I'm just-
And that's exactly what we need to find out for sure. If the DEQ says, no, you can't. put it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can't do it. And then finally say, okay.
Yeah.
And if they can only do it if they spread them out nice and evenly and,
DEQ said that.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, no exception.
We can't put nothing in there.
Okay.
Blaine looked it up and.
Okay, so it's firm that it has to go in the dumpster, not in the burn pile.
And when and I spoke with, Madeline Macca, the DEQ chief hydrologist that inspects my site, can't remember how to pronounce her last name. Anyways, she said tree branches that have leaves on them aren't like a pile of leaves, if that makes sense. They're not compacted. They're not gonna create a whole
Right.
ton of smoke. They're not
Right.
gonna create any heat
Right.
from deterioration because they're not compacted. They have oxygen that
Yeah,
gets to them.
I get it.
So tree branches are fine with leaves, bags of leaves.
We just need, like
absolutely
you
not.
said, oh, I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you're
We
right.
just need to, like you said, get them that letter to that guy and everybody else.
We did already, didn't we? Mail something to him, his complaint last week.
No, that's why this is on today.
Okay.
Get it out.
Yeah, there needs to be an email to them.
Yeah, just email Miranda and we'll be covered on that and move ahead.
I would also like to say that that should just be standard policy for a complaint like that, just to, that way we don't waste the time and money of the county spending meetings talking about it, because it's obviously policy that's in place.
Just get that sign up for now on the
Yeah.
building, and then when spring comes,
And the burning stuff you're talking about, there ain't nothing we can do about it, the weather just.
Yeah, well,
You
that's
just
my
gotta keep putting
question.
it on and then, Paul had a hell of a good idea, go ahead, Paul.
so just get a hold of the local fire department. They'll come up with water tenders and burn it, and they'll count as their training.
Okay, that's what I was curious if we had a plan B for it, because
Get a hold of Mike Lee.
again, I don't have anything from DEQ that gives me a, you know, this is what you have to do to man this pit. I don't have any official
We've
information
done
on
that
that.
before, but that's just talk to the person and go from there.
Well, I've also tried to contact the inspector that comes and inspects the burn site itself. Chad, I've left a couple messages with him.
He won't come till it's burned.
Right, well, I just wanted to talk to him and see if I could get, like I said, anything official that states how we have to manage this burn. Because everything I've looked up online says that when you have a burn this size, you have to have someone on it until it's out. Which means 24 hours a day, so I don't know how this has been going before my time. I
They
don't know.
usually try to burn it when they're there and then by then it's knocked down the wood. And then you can always call the sheriff, he can drive by, they're out and about, they can eyeball it driving by.
Okay, well, again, I don't know, because I don't have the official, this is what you have to do.
I'll just call the fire department,
Okay,
have them come do it.
good.
This claim, one of the things though, if someone, a member of the community complains, the commission, they have, I mean, generally they're gonna hear it. It's not gonna be a, bash on you or anything, but they generally have to hear the complaint.
Yeah.
And we can wait for that.
I'd also like to report that Nick Kessler has been awesome in getting the backhoe online. The oil leak that was been leaking up front for God knows how many years got fixed at the same time as the water pump, just because of the access. I did submit the bills he has to Becky this morning. I first called him back in September and he hadn't submitted the bill yet, so he compiled a couple together. I didn't realize he wasn't submitting any bills. So,
Yeah, we would kind of like to have them, but if it's all in the same thing, it's all right. But
Yeah.
we usually just like to know what's going on.
yeah, absolutely. I thought he was submitting them up here. Apparently he wasn't, so he
And on
compiled
your-
them together.
And there we've read that where if you need a case of antifreeze, just get a case. And you
Right.
have it out.
Right, well, I should now that it doesn't leak.
Well, I know, it's nice though if you break a hose in,
Yeah,
you got it out.
absolutely.
It's just nice to get a case of oil, a case of, you can put it in that shed along the wall.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
that
need to
way
get
it's-
some, I need to get some grease and stuff ordered from Mr. Anatoli, so I was gonna go ahead and add some.
He'll bring it all out.
Yep.
You might as well get a case of motor oil, 5 gallons of hydraulic, a case of antifreeze and a case of grease.
Yep, I was getting down, so I was getting ready to get an order in, so. Not a problem at all there.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Any public comment for solid waste?
Good to go?
Let's go.
Thank you all for your time.
Thanks.
Thanks, Scott.
Welcome, thank you.
Thanks, Doc.
Yep. You guys have a great day.
Thanks, Todd.
All right, bye.
Alright, a little bit early here, but we'll move ahead on the dam tenders report. As of,
Want me to put this in that thing over there?
yeah, I don't have a pile there somewhere. That's your filing. I don't know.
Only he understands it.
So we didn't gain or lose anything this week. We're at 6428.42. We're still at 12.96 inches below full pool. That's where we're at last week, 12.96.
I'd make a motion, we stay at 6.
I second.
Public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. It's spooky out there. I'm surprised it hadn't gained last week.
I don't know how much it goes,
Unless the monitoring deal's messed up.
Well, that guy said that it was ice fishing, that bit a distance between the water and the ice. So that's kind of hard to, when you're at Mason, kind of screws up
Right.
there too. But he said, yeah, you break through the ice, and then by the way, he said, hit water now. He said the ice is really dry, it's falling apart, is what I heard. I don't know.
This plane, one thing is, if it inflows are 6, then it's a temporary modification to go above that now, so.
Oh, did I put 6 CFS on that stuff?
Yeah.
Alright. Are we able to look, see where we're at this time last year?
Oh, yeah. You can do that thing and look it up and do year.
Supposed to be moisture on Sunday, isn't it?
Well, there's raining this morning down
Yeah.
there.
There was raining out here too.
Yeah,
Wasn't much, but it was a little bit.
Yeah. Little sprinkle.
Went to Missoula yesterday, it rained, it got wet from Clinton all the way into Missoula.
Last year we were. That's the 28th of January, we were 64, 28, 59, 10.92. Well, and we were letting 10 out.
But we're still 2 inches below last year.
Yeah, and on February 4th, we were 10.56. And I didn't write down, I think we was at 10 there too. I didn't write it down, and I go. Next week,
Yeah, I think we see it at 10 until like.
We started on
Started opening it up.
They're not this agenda.
At
item yet,
March,
but yeah.
I'm just wondering.
At March, we were 8.88, we were 11.15 out, that was March 4th. So
I mean, the water basin up there is still showing 100%.
and it's hard to believe it.
All the snow's to the south. People in these places is like, ooh. Is Jackie coming up for this next one?
I haven't talked to her this week. I don't know.
Deb Robertson.
I think this is what we need to get in, she's done, pretty much a lot of the work on it, and it needs to be signed to get, pushed through.
You didn't need to email me back those questions.
When I reviewed the agreement, I think it looks good. There was some question on my mind on, repairs, who pays for them. So like customary, wear and tear is it'd be on the county to do that, do the repairs. Like if it's a major damage or the, engine blows up, they would take care of that.
On what?
On the agreement, on equipment repairs. So just kind of regular maintenance, wear and tear beyond the, county, anything major like engine issues, usually engine issue, they would take care of that.
And this is more the State of Montana Granite County Cooperative Fire Protection Agreement. That's it, or you guys want to do it?
I'll make a motion, we go ahead and accept the state county cooperative fire protection agreement. Blaine looked it over and he just explained a couple of things on that, but I think, I don't know. I think
I think the county fire folks are for it, correct? I mean, it's a good deal.
So is this signed by just the
Exactly.
chairman?
There's
For
space
all
for
of
all
All
of
of
us.
us,
Okay, I'll second that.
public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
There's a comment.
Go ahead, Elena.
Lena Gagliano for the record, by the way. As I was talking, the last time I was trying to talk, I was muted. So I couldn't finish what I was saying. But in regards to this, I couldn't hear land office area manager. And who was that supposed to be? Who's going to sign that? I missed it. I didn't hear you.
All the commissioners are
Who's
signing
the
it?
land office area manager?
I think it's the DNRC office in Anaconda.
It is.
Sign it.
It says DNRC Anaconda. His name, I think it's Craig. I can't think of his last name, but you can call over there and talk to him.
Did
Craig
he,
at DNRC, it's on the 563.
in Anaconda?
Yep.
Oh. Well, it'd be nice having his name. It's in the body of the letter. I'm looking at the letter now.
It's just that he signed it agreeing, and then now it'll go back to the land office area manager, and it's a new guy, his name's Craig, he took over Brian's job. I can't think of his last name, Elena. You can call over there and talk to him at 563-6048.
Well, this is in this letter. I mean, all commissioners should have access to this thing, as well as the public. Not what you think it is. Where's that information in it? I mean, if you're signing a document in the county's name, and we are the county, the people of this county, this is information that should be included in this letter that you're signing. Not that, I think that was you, Commissioner Adler, talking. What you remember who it is, I don't get that. These are documents that your contracts, whatever you want to call it. And even going back to that last conversation of Solis, that's another.
Yes, too.
Anyway, my frustration is there. Thanks for not muting me. Thank you.
It's not, as long as it's an official from DNRC who signs it, it doesn't matter who signs it. You're just nitpicking the commission. If you have a comment on the actual document, the agreement, there's an issue with it, bring that up, not the legal process of it.
I'm not talking anything about legal, sir. I'm saying.
They're not. Jackie's been working on this for quite a while.
Who signs it from DNRC? Irrelevant as long as it's an official from DNRC. Yeah. Oh.
Can't get nothing done.
Nope. Or a little bit early here, but I think we'll move ahead with these. County board resignations of Gary Snyder from the airport board and Kathy Gillis from the Phillipsburg Library Board.
Make a motion that we accept Mr. Snyder's resignation and Kathy Gillis's resignation. Could get that out. Sorry.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries that.
We just, we all sign these.
That's Paul how he says it, the Gillies or Gillis or.
Gillis.
Gillis. Gillis.
That's the main way I've heard it.
Got told that by some guy. My name's Mr. Gillis. I'm Gillis and I'm
They used to just
Gillis.
be IS, then way down
They-
back in the family somewhere they decided to add an E difference. Yeah.
And he told me it's not hard to pronounce, just kind of put it down. I'm like, all right.
And then I guess, will be notice for the newspaper, I guess.
Yep.
or- Are we gonna do all boards or just these two, like how many?
I think we just do all boards again and then we'll do it one time and then if not, then instead of paying that money all the time, we'll just put it on our website.
Yeah, we've got,
Okay.
yeah, we've got 8 boards that need.
Blaine, is that okay to do?
Do
that?
all,
We'll
Yeah, I
do
think
all
you
the
should.
boards and we'll do it one time in the paper and then it'll be on the website for the. I'm sorry for that.
all right.
Yeah.
alright, just one time in the paper, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. no,
One time, 2 weeks.
Or, but 2 Thursday, 2 newspapers going in,
I
okay.
think we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that, if nobody's, or whatever, it'll just be on the website at all times. Thanks.
You could probably put like a announcement on the
Oh, I just said thanks.
website, right?
Yeah,
Where it just shows like what
Yeah.
vacancies.
Yep. I can, yeah.
I'll figure something out, look at that. Good. Right, wait till 10:30 on this next one, in case people come in, huh? 20 minutes early.
Yeah, your call.
Something.
Guys are early.
I would pray too.
So thing I was saying that if there was some that we could, before the public, that we have ours, we kind of know to answer the public if he's here early. But he can answer too. Everybody, sorry.
Yeah.
I just wait,
Yeah, I think we'll just take a short recess until 10:25. For us.
I'm good.
Right, I just wanted to kind of understand, yeah, well, okay. We appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, we're back on and moving to our 10:30 agenda item. The hospital district update with Brian Peasom.
Okay, so I don't,
Come up here and state your name, please.
Okay, I'm Brian Huso, CEO Grand County Medical Center. And I don't know if Ashley wanted to go first or. Okay, so, you're all aware of the, current financial situation. We're in the negative in the cash account. And we have greatly appreciated the county's willingness to work with us. It's been the survival of the hospital. So basically, the, Board of Trustees, the mill levy timeline was, basically, running to a close. And so they made the determination after much deliberation to increase the mill levy from 400,000 to 800,000. Now, it's a big step, and granted that, and it's, there was lots of discussion as far as how the community is gonna react to that. If that's what we stay with, I don't know what, my understanding is we're too late to change that. If it isn't, maybe we could take another look at that, but if we are, we've got a lot of
Change the mill levy from 4 to
The
8.
amount,
Huh?
the amount.
So the-
That's what yeah. That was your meaning?
well, just wondering what the options are. I mean, the board was adamant to 800,000, basically because in the past, we've never analyzed what do we need Okay, and that's what we need, then go ask for that. It's always been, okay, here's 400,000, just kind of let that continue to ride along because the community's kind of getting used to it. It's a big step. You know, we could have gone for 450 or 5, probably would have been maybe a little more palatable. Again, we can have that discussion later, but that was the reason that they chose the figure. And the reason, you know, for the negative is basically low volumes. In the year 23-24 fiscal year, about this time of year, then we are in basically a similar situation. And the month of May, we had 128 days of swing beds, and that put us over the top for the entire year. So volume is huge for us, and it's a swing bed. It's basically inpatient care, but it's our lifeblood. Without that, no department will stand completely on its own, except swing beds. Swing beds basically is the lifeblood of the hospital. Everything else, you know, there's some departments that make money, break even, some that don't, some that generate revenue, some that don't. But that's basically the reality of it, low volumes. The Board of Trustees, you know, with the condition and the letter that Ashley sent out, in which there's no ill feelings, just like, you know, we appreciate what the county's done and you just did what you had to do. So in light of that, the Board of Trustees reached an agreement with Critical Access Solutions Group. And the principals of that are Steve McNeese and Laura Austin. And they were both the CEO and CFO at Anaconda Medical Center and are directly responsible for the tremendous success that that hospital's had. So they're doing a organizational and financial analysis right now. They're in the process. And we hope to have their report by the middle of this month. And whatever that report indicates, we intend to implement. Now, one of their most recent success stories was the hospital in Superior. Basically, same size as us, same services. They don't have surgery and all the other things that generate tremendous revenue. They were in a worse financial situation than we are. And now I think it's 4 or 5 years later, they have almost $4 million sitting in the bank. And so it can be done. It's not going to happen overnight. These things take time to implement. And Steve has been very clear that this is not a overnight turnaround, but you can start overnight. So in order to comply with Ashley's letter and to get things back in positive by the end of the year, by May 18th, we're looking at all options for financing. Something to get us either just enough to make this work by the end of June, or something large enough to give us a big enough cushion. So we're still in the process of that. I've reached out to about 3 or 4 agencies. We're not above asking some very well-off people, hey, would you be willing to help us here, either through a loan or outright donation? So, and the board is 100% behind that and willing to make that effort as well. So each inpatient day, just to give you kind of some realistic figures, one person for 1 month generates $165,000 for a month. You can see if you start adding that, how quickly that adds up, and 3 people would solve our financial issues. I mean, that can happen that quickly. Now, you can earn it, collecting it's one thing, but if we can show that we've got that, accounts receivable and that we're in the process, I feel comfortable that you guys would be willing to work with us. But we'll wait and see. But it's, we got 3 or 4 months to make this work. And again, we appreciate everything you guys have done for us. Clinic visits, each visit generates about $178. We average about 8, we need about 12 for the Phillipsburg Clinic to break even. That is increasing. We were down around 6 or 7 about 3 or 4 months ago. It's been low for the month of December, which is usually the case. The Drummond Clinic is picking up. The visits are picking up there. So Ron has done a tremendous job at the Drummond Clinic. And he made a presentation at our last board meeting that he did a very good job on.
that 125,000 a month, that's swing beds
165.
or 65?
Yes, that's just
Swing
one.
beds. And how
That's
many
swing.
swing beds you have?
For December, we averaged about 3. January, we're probably looking at about 2. Our budget is 2.5. So if we can generate 3 swing beds a month, our financial issue is solved.
They said down Clinton, the swing bed?
Okay, I that's why I tried to use inpatient. One of the unique things about critical access hospital is we all call it long-term care, and that's the level of care that you're actually getting. But when you become a critical access hospital, everything is swing beds. So in a nursing home, you have your traditional long-term care people that are on Medicaid or paying privately. And then you've got your people that are coming in Medicare A. Okay, basically you take that whole thing and put it into a swing bed now, or a critical access hospital. Now you've got swing beds, skilled, and intermediate swing beds. Your intermediate swing beds are just your long-term care people. And your swing beds, skilled, are your Medicare A. But there's a big price difference between what the nursing home gets from Medicare A and what a critical access hospital gets. Swing bed, the reason they call that is because you could have somebody coming into ER, have a condition, the provider says, you know what, things don't look like, we're gonna put you in observation. Okay, and then from observation, the test think, you know, hey, you've got something where you need antibiotics for, say, 30 days. You can put that person right from observation into inpatient and now into swing bed just by the clicking on the computer. They don't have to move the beds at all. It's just, that's why you can swing that person, you know, from inpatient to swing bed or observation by just clicking the computer button.
How much room do you have for swing beds? Why don't you go that route more? Or
Well, we're trying. Yeah, we've got space. We're 25 beds. And we have 15 long-term care right now, or intermediate swing, and we got the capacity for 9 swing beds. We are regularly soliciting and getting referrals from Community Medical Center in Missoula and St. Pat's. We are in good relationships with the case managers. But one of the things is we get referrals, but just because we get a referral doesn't mean that we're gonna take them. You know, they've got to have a skillable condition that we know we're gonna get paid for. And then they've got to have a financial source that we know we're gonna get paid for. If we get somebody that come in, we admit them, and then the insurance company says, well, that's not a skilled need, we're not gonna pay you for it. Well, then we're stuck with that person, we're not gonna get paid. I don't know if that answers your question. People are swing beds, just like, what, you got beds hanging from trees or something? So it's a confusing term. Just a little bit on our AR. Right now, we've got $2.4 million in accounts receivable. 3% of that's commercial, 12% of that's Medicaid, 19% is Medicare, 20% is self-pay. That's self-pay right now is $479,000.
what's the percentage on Medicare pay then? Is it 100% or is it down? Did they break that down like it was before?
Basically, Medicare is a presumption payer, so you bill and then they pay what the rate is. We know ahead what the rate is, and they do pay that. With Medicare, if we were to file a claim, Medicare is going to pay that, and then they always have the option of coming back and saying, okay, hey, we have some questions about this, show me the documentation, and they could reject it. Okay, that's something we've got to be very careful of, and making sure that we've got all our documentation and that the person has a need, a clinical need that Medicare is going to qualify for and pay for. So the self-pay is huge. That's people that come in with no money. We just had a $26,000 ER claim. The person had no insurance, but yeah, we had to take them and treat them. Knowing that the person had no insurance, but that's part of a critical access hospital. You have to treat them without any payer source. We're still working on, it's probably right at the verge of being written off, but a $68,000 claim from a community member that came into the long-term care side or intermediate swing, was applying for Medicaid, and the rules say that if someone's applying for Medicaid, you can't discharge them. Well, then when we started, when they finally got the result from the Medicaid denied the claim or their application because they hadn't paid attention and gotten their bank account down. Then we talked to them and just like, hey, start this process right away and minimize the bad debt. They picked up and moved out of the building and moved to Butte. And we've tried to file claim and judgment, and they won't accept the server. So those are the things with self-pay that we're dealing with and try and collect. We've got people on payment plans. We're required to have a charity care policy. We're required to have a discounted policy depending on income, which we all have, and we've got people enrolled in those. But that's almost $500,000 in private pay funds that are going to be very hard to get. Medicare Advantage, that's the biggest. That's $608,000. That's 25%. And then we've got Blue Cross Blue Shield. That's at $352,000 at 14%. The AR. So any questions on the ARs or?
Okay,
Yeah.
so the accounts receivable you're anticipating that's already been billed out $2 million. And that should be coming in.
Yeah, we billed that one
concurrently?
as of today's Tuesday. Last Thursday, we've billed out 1.7 million of that.
Okay, so this is something that, just to understand where we're at right now, is that you don't owe the county $1 million. You're in the negative in your cash fund.
Yes.
And the treasurer is looking at it and seeing, but you could pull it out in the next 2 months. Like you
It's
said,
possible.
getting your 9 swing beds and you
It's,
recover. So if you feel confident that this is going to happen and it's just slow and not happening now, I understand where you're at, because I think you've probably been in this boat several times, several fiscal years, and have been able to pull it out. Am I correct in assuming?
yes, that's true. And while we would certainly hope that happens, we have to plan for it not happening. And that's why we're pursuing, a line of credit or a loan somewhere to get this thing back up, so that we're not constantly operating every single day, month with that negative balance. Are we hopeful it could happen? It did, 1 year, actually, we're ahead of swing bed days than we were the previous year.
Yep.
But we've had some issues with Medicaid, hasn't paid us for long-term care beds, and now we got these private funds. So we're catching up with a lot of that. We've got a $212,000 Blue Cross Blue Shield claim that's been sitting out there since June. And I've got the papers on my desk to file a complaint with the state insurance commissioner over that claim. I mean, that's huge for us. So it's, there's lots of puzzle pieces to making all this work.
So, one more question.
Yeah.
Wayne, when they requested the 800,000, they did it as needed. It needs to come from the taxpayers to make them break even. But it was always the taxpayers are willing to help to what they can afford to help. So what I'm asking is 800, if it's a set deal, is it a set deal? Or can they kind of look at this and say, hey, we know you can't give 800,000, can we get maybe bring it up? Because right now they put 400,000.
Well, right now there's a resolution from the hospital district board calling for election to increase it to 800,000 annually. They have till February 9th to potentially modify that if you wanted to.
Modify it down.
Or
is that-
yeah, well, yeah, if they want to lower it. But that's, the hospital district is a taxing authority. They can do a direct resolution to the election administrator to do that. So
No,
it'd be
I
up to them,
understand.
up to them to be able to decide on that.
And it was just my personal opinion. I'm only thinking, okay, I want success with the hospital. That's how I feel. I'm willing to pay taxes to help the hospital. But when I would look at okay, it was 400,000, now 800,000, so it's gonna be double. And the way that your appraisals are, they're up. I mean, my house is supposedly worth more than what I feel it's worth, but that's what the appraisal was, as a layperson looking at this.
Well, it's scary, I agree, it's scary when you hear 800 compared to 400.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm saying.
People is gonna scare the hell out of them.
Well,
Good.
so,
Yeah,
a home valued at $400,000, the tax impact for the $800,000 mill levy is $133 a year, or $9.42 a month. Now, that alone doesn't seem like much, but I was visiting with one of my employees this morning, and we were talking about this, and she said, well, that's not much, but my tax bill on my house was $1,400, now it's $4,000. And another $200 on her house. She said, that's a little hard when you gotta write that check. It comes out of the mortgage and everything, but still, if it's just a 200,
Understand that.
yeah,
I'm just
no.
saying that, at 800, it's just when you throw that out, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Well, I'll speak for the board who voted for the resolution. We voted for the resolution for the reason that it's truly the need of the hospital to hopefully get the money in. Our money flow is there, but it's not coming in. That's why we went to have our whole organization relooked at, because we found that we, in the past years, we never really looked at the cause and effect of what we were doing. And frankly, this is a very complicated business, as you know, as we all know. I mean, I've been on the board a long time and I still don't understand why it doesn't run like a normal business. But the reality is we have to bring this to everyone's attention. And yes, we're gonna be going door to door, we're gonna be talking about, because it is important for all of us to know that we have healthcare and that healthcare can be sustained here, because we are in no man's land. If this goes, we just anticipate even worse. And that's why we have to educate the new people coming in. We have to do more due diligence and get to the floor and get to small
So
groups.
what's the language for how many years? Just 1 year or
It was a 3-year term.
3 years.
3 years?
You guys have a lot of, I assume like in the last 5 years of just inflationary costs, correct? I mean, what would you estimate those at? That's pretty high.
Boy, I don't have an exact percentage, but
There's definitely the 400,000 is not gonna keep up with inflation.
yeah.
Not right, cost.
Yeah.
Supplies and equipment, no way.
Well, everything's gone up, and this
Well,
sucks
and then-
that somebody, where they owe you money and they sitting on it and they're breaking you. It just don't,
Well, and we
Gotta
have
be.
to fight for it.
yeah.
And
it's just-
it really takes more than just the hospital. It takes the patient doing a lot of the work now. Because the patient, if the patient does not say, hey, something's wrong, then we're that much more behind. So it's a patient education, it's a total revamp of how we're gonna be doing business, and it's gonna be painful. But the other thing that hit us all, and hit everyone in the nation, is of course the COVID issue, where people went to become travelers. Because you don't really know what people are salary requests, they're not realistic because they don't include the number of travelers we have to have in order to fill the gaps requirements.
What's your plan if this mill levy doesn't go through? And what's that gonna look like moving forward if it fails?
Well, there's not an easy answer for that. Basically, we are counting very heavily on the recommendations from Critical Access Hospital Solutions Group. As I said, they've got a proven track record. They've never taken a facility on that they haven't turned around. And so,
What's that kind?
well, right now, their agreement is the assessment fee, or the assessment and the, financial and organizational assessment. They'll give that report, and the board, their arrangement is if the board does not feel that's of any value, there's no charge. If they feel there's an agreement
or that, it's valuable and plan to implement it, then there is a $10,000 fee for that. Now,
Would you run a second mill levy election? Is that the thought?
if this one doesn't pass, yeah, that would be the thought, but then your whole year with no mill levy money at all. Because if fall, this wouldn't take effect till June or July.
However, the other reason for this approach was actually from the standpoint of making sure that you can make projections all you want, but the people have to come through the door. That's the issue. You know, we had an aberration as far as the swing beds because we got in, it made improvements to the whole hospital in terms of service and care. But that's no guarantee everyone is going for those same people. And if you look at the volumes of other hospitals, they're all going down. That's because of money.
So when does it sunset?
Current one, June 30th.
Just this coming June.
Mhm.
So there won't be taxes collected after June because you paid, the levy's been set.
It's gotta pass.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the 2026 tax year will not.
You can't, it'd be a gap.
That's a little scary.
No.
That's a little scary.
Well, that's where when I'm coming from is, it's not what, if they can, or will they put a levy on again? They have to, there's no way you're not going to put the levy on again.
So
If it
actually,
doesn't
Todd,
pass.
Granite County Treasurer, I have a question since you know a lot more about the levying than I do. If this 800,000 does not pass, does that mean they have to forego any levy monies for an entire tax cycle? If it does not pass, does that mean that?
Because the next election would be in November, so it wouldn't get back into the,
Question is, can you do a retroactive levy? I've never researched that. It says it's retroactive July 1. I'd have to research that.
yeah, we'd have to research that,
Yeah.
where it would,
Yeah,
if it doesn't pass in May, it would go to November or June.
Well, the only thing I
primary.
have is looking at the past ballots that I was given copies of. And the ones that had the elections in November said that it would take effect July 1 of the
Yeah.
next year.
So what about if it was the primary?
I don't know.
Would that be July 1 of 26?
I don't know.
We could research that.
what primary?
The primary, can they have that levy issue in the primary election? If it doesn't pass in
You have
their
to have notice to, the election administrator 85 days prior, so they could have potentially they could have a, resolution prepared that it's failed if it goes on in the primary.
But at that point in time, we are gonna know more of the effects that we're doing going forward. I mean, right now, we can't promise anyone anything because we don't know and we haven't done this before in this thorough of a hit in terms of evaluating every single thing that we do as a hospital. We feel it's that important.
I'm just saying, I think you could do a resolution here in the next, even prior to your, May election. That says if it fails, you'll be on again in the primary.
Yeah.
I think that could be done.
And that's probably gotta be done by what, February 9th?
February 9th is for the May date, the 85 days prior to the, primary.
If they should change their amount they're asking for, they have to have a new resolution accepted by the 9th of February.
So that's for the May election. For the primary, it'd be 85 days prior to so it'd be, we'd have to count that back. Help me do it. June primary, second, right?
I think so.
What's the bank acting like? Are they looking to work with you?
Matt has been very, very good to us. They gave us a $500,000 operating loan last year about this time to get us through. They are not as open to working with us this time. Not that they don't want to, but you know, they're realists. You know, look at the numbers and just like, Brian, I'm a banker. I gotta look at the numbers, but they're willing to work with us as much as they are possible. And if we can find somebody to guarantee a loan, he said, we'll be glad to.
I just read.
Have reached out to like Intercap, Montana Board of Investments, that's.
I have not, and I would appreciate any feedback.
The county's gotten Intercap loans to school, drove school out before. I'm not sure all of their rules, but let me send you their.
Okay, yeah, please send me that. Just one of the things that kind of put things in perspective. You all know that Medicare used to pay for if you had your knee replaced or hip replaced, you could go and you get rehab for 2-3 weeks. That's all outpatient now. You don't get admitted anywhere. You go home and you come in for your therapy. So that kind of stuff's had a big impact. And then in Missoula, they've got a nursing home right across the street from the community medical center. That's after every patient that we're after too. And then when you get someone that says, yeah, I don't mind going to Phillipsburg, but then the family doesn't want to drive.
Are you guys also like, you're teaming up with a collection agency too on
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because like that, where they're not accepting service, I mean, I think you could do service by publication if they're not accepting service, so there's some remedies out there.
And we've made a lot of changes. We've improved. We're in a more solid position right now to provide clinical, emergent, and inpatient care than the hospital's ever been. Our ERs are very well equipped. We've got full telemetry, 2 ventilators. The thrift store has, so the 3 years I've been there, they've donated $256,000 worth of equipment for us.
Love it. I had a friend in the ER in November, on Thanksgiving Day, was in there and they did an excellent job. I mean, good care is good.
Last year we had 513 ER visits.
So, Ashley Todd, Granite County Treasurer. Yeah. I do have 2 questions for you. USDA program, are you working with Matt with that, or is that a separate?
Matt, I called Steve Thienold, and that probably isn't going to be a possibility because USDA, they don't really give operating funds. They do equipment and buildings. If we want to put up in the building, he said, hey, I'll be there for you, but not necessarily operating funds. So we're looking for avenues that'll be willing to give us operating funds or provide a guarantee for the bank to do so.
Sure. My second question would be, I see that you have a couple of times noted reducing expenses. Is that because you're able to not have to do as much salary wise, or is it equipment that you're not having to expense as much? What is the reduction that we're seeing?
We've already reduced it, as I put in that. Now I need to send you an amended document for that because some of that stuff is not guaranteed. Those donations, that's all projected. We don't know if we're gonna get that.
Right.
It's all hopeful. But the expense reductions, we've already reduced payroll by $13,000 from November, December. And so a lot of that's just monitoring, watching people's time. And the other expenses are just putting things off. That, hey, is this absolutely necessary? We've got 3 plumbing projects right now. We've got bids on that we're not gonna do because they're not urgent. The Rural Health Transformation Program funds, we're not sure how much of that, if any, we're gonna get, but we're sort of gonna apply for things that we think we can do. And some of those, one of the initiatives is upgrading buildings. So.
Kind of catch-22, but you'll have staff in case you do have the increased swing bed then, is that?
Well, and one of the things, we don't have excess staff. In order to cut staff any further right now, there would have to be some services that would have to stop.
taking away from another to pay another. That's
We're
not
not, we are not overstaffed.
That's not,
You know, and part of the problem is that, you know, we gotta maintain staffing the ER.
And that's where your travelers come in, right?
Well, part of it. Yeah. And just having the staff to, you know, man the floors. I'm sorry, did I?
Yeah, and I just might add in terms of, you said something about the plumbing issues. If we let that go and we have an issue and someone gets hurt because we didn't correct it, we will be liable. And so we cannot put off things that are at risk for liability. In terms of water that's too hot, whether it's staff or whether it's residents, or other kind of leaking issues that I'm hearing about. We just can't, it's an old building and we're required and committed to, safety.
oh, I think we all agree on safety.
Yeah.
We just.
I mean,
To pay that, we can't put it off. Some of these things we can't.
Just trying to figure out everything, you know, just asking questions.
Yeah.
And hear about the cuts and taking away from one to feed the other and it just.
If the county wants to pay some of the,
Call it don't come through.
yeah, county wants to pay for some of the repairs for plumbing, we'd be glad to entertain them.
I'd say, present to the Medical Foundation.
Yeah.
And then that's,
Yeah.
we appreciate the foundation increasing their availability for people to know that they can.
Very deal.
Any other questions? I don't mean to.
No, I guess that scares me, the 800, I know you need that to run on, but to throw that, people see it, you know how people are, they're just, wow, you know, you're doubling it, and they're all gonna go like, holy shit. That's the exact words.
I definitely get a
Please
resolution.
get it through to them.
I don't think we have time.
What's that?
I'd definitely get a resolution going to get on the primaries. For mail safe.
Alternative, that'd be March 9th, the due date on that, but we'll double check that.
I just wanted to make one more comment. You know, we increased our days at the Drummond Clinic, and when Ron Ham, spoke the other day, he started with, "We saved a life today." And we, it just like we were just, what? He says, "We saved a life today," because a person was in their car going to drive to Missoula, saw the clinic sign in Drummond, stopped in, and he says, "We saved a life today." That's his second life he saved probably within 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, I'm not
Another
saying
person
anything.
with an asthma, I'm not saying you don't, but I'm just telling, this is what we need to share with the community.
I mean, you guys are the ones that are gonna have to really push it
Yeah.
out there, it's not us, it's,
Yeah.
you know, we're trying to figure out, trying to help make it work, but. I mean, you're the ones that are gonna have to beat on the doors, it's gonna take a act of God. to
But
get
that
it.
was an added expense, putting Ron down in, but
I
it
know,
was
I know.
necessary.
One clarification on that is the hospital district can do fact information and they can knock doors and give out the fact information, but as far as advertising and pushing for that, that's gotta come from private sector.
Good.
Right, any other questions?
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
All right.
Thanks for coming in.
See us again, I'm sure,
See ya, good seeing you.
with good news.
Where are you going skiing?
Good news. I'm getting out.
All right, it's good.
Thanks.
Alright, we're a little bit behind here, but, we'll jump into, 26-27 renewal application with Mako. ECT insurance. Come on up.
How are you guys?
How about you?
Good. I think I met you too, but I didn't meet you. Hi, Paul. I'm Jamie.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Hi, I'm
Like
Jamie.
John County.
Yeah. nice to meet you. Actually, hi.
Can you just state your name?
Yes, I'm Jamie Foy.
I didn't mean, but if she asked last week after that red line thing, if she could come in and go, like a little proposal, we would. As we go through Mako and that,
Yeah.
can't purchase gas.
So
Okay, you're with Big Sky Benefits.
Right, Big
So-
Sky Benefits
Wrong
Solution.
agenda item.
I'll make a motion as we do the renewal application, I thought that's what we did. For Mako.
So here's the,
Oh, yeah, and 50, we make our deal.
the, okay, so the thing on this is. Where is it? What is this?
Yeah, the make goes on at 10:50.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Of course, we're better for the
That's okay.
renewal letter.
This
Oh,
This is just.
okay, so that has to be signed by. So this is, we have a renewal letter from our insurance company that
Yep.
has to be signed by. And they're just happen to be on the agenda before you're
I
on
see.
the agenda, so that's why it's kind of confusing.
I see.
Oh, we have to do this one. 'cause
It's not health insurance, it's property casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, property tax, never mind. Sorry.
That's
That's
okay.
my bad, because I thought it was-
The health insurance folks will be in soon enough, right, Sarah?
Sweet.
I'll make a
It's time,
motion that,
huh?
Make,
motion that we go ahead with the 26-27 renewal application Mako package for Granite County.
I'll second it.
This for mobile equipment.
Public comment?
Or to approve the insurance for the upcoming, okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Sorry,
That's okay.
That's all that's.
I'm like confusing everybody. I apologize.
I'll move ahead to 11 o'clock. We're on a employee benefits discussion with Big Sky Benefits Solution.
Yes, hello.
There.
Yeah, we're here.
Hop back up.
Yeah, that's okay.
Straight out.
They're busy. So thank you for scheduling some time with me today. I am with Big Sky Benefit Solutions. I am an Anaconda personally. I'm from there. I'm from the area, I've been back for a while. So I try to take care of these communities, Anaconda Butte, Phillipsburg, Deer Lodge. We do have headquarters offices in Bozeman, and then we have another office in Hampton. So we are a Montana-based full-service brokerage. So last week, when I approached you guys, I wanted to come in and just do an exploratory meeting. So get to know you guys, see what you're doing, gonna look at a review. And then if we felt like it was appropriate or what we could do would add value to you, I would come in with a full proposal. So just kind of wanted to start, how long have each of you been here? Handling this role?
1 year.
1 year.
Down there like 12.
No more than that,
Okay.
going on.
You're on your third term.
Almost 6, except for she's clerk and recorder.
Okay. So
She doesn't
6
want to
years?
say the exact amount.
And with the county 6 years?
Yeah.
No, more like 30.
30 years of county, nice, okay. And 6 with the commission, okay.
Where I'm coming from.
How about you guys?
It wasn't, remember,
Scott, long time,
We're kind of 13, yeah, 13.
18.
10 years, okay.
Okay, so the one thing that we do have to do is we have to notify our Mako Healthcare Trust by March 1st if we're going to be continuing.
Okay, yeah, that's typical. I would have expected that.
That's what I meant to tell you.
Thank you. Yeah, March, that's helpful. So are you guys primarily the decision makers for your health benefits?
no, we let everybody, we all talk about it. They
As
have the
a big
content.
group, if you take a vote?
They have the final say, but yeah.
And everybody has their own option to pick what they want.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about giving, yeah,
3 or 4 different.
but you have the final vote on that.
Okay. So what does that process normally look like for you guys? Who's invited in to comment or vote?
Only the commission votes, but everyone in the courthouse. usually
Yeah, all the
has
partners look at it.
Okay. How many employees does the county have?
There's,
Only 30 are covered by health insurance,
and then 9 are the part.
but there's 60 employees. That's give or take. It's not
Sure.
set in stone. There might be one more, one less.
So 30 that are are they all full-time?
Full
eligible
time,
for
yeah.
benefits? Yeah.
Yeah, to have equivalent 20 hours a week or 86.67 hours a month
To be eligible?
to be eligible.
Okay, so your 20-hour employees are eligible for benefits. So what, do you know approximately what your breakdown is between full-time and part-time?
The
With those
breakdown is-
benefit eligible? Yeah,
I don't.
that's okay.
You could get all that information from the clerk and recorder.
Okay,
So if you want to stop there after, she could tell you
exactly.
how many
Okay.
employees, this and that, this and that.
Okay, is everybody, are they all W-2 employees? Do you have 1099? Are they all W-2 employees or do you guys have 1099 contractors?
W-2.
W-2?
You don't have any.
Yeah. Back in the day, we did, but I think I don't know, probably.
Okay. So some of this information, it sounds like I can get from clerk and recorder, age range, demographic, approximately, turnover, you guys kind of know the average length of employment.
What was that question?
I think average term of employment for employees, probably Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah would be able to tell you that one.
Wage range, would that be a Sarah question too?
Yep.
Okay. From your guys' perspective, what do you think your employees enjoy the most about working here? About being with the county?
Right.
Or
The
what?
benefit and having a job right local. Yeah, that's fine.
Stability in my office,
Okay.
stability that they could, it's a
Nice desk.
9 to 5. There's some jealousy.
Working on good people. Yeah.
Okay.
Ability,
Right, benefits.
Community, okay.
Benefits and security. Right, security that you're gonna have a job tomorrow, not get laid off.
Yes.
Do you think that everyone that's eligible takes their benefits through here, or does anybody opt out and go elsewhere?
They all
I
take
think
their
everybody all
benefits.
They all take it here?
Yeah. Pretty
Or
hard
they
to
opt
beat.
out.
Pretty hard to beat.
Okay,
Access insurance with their.
so maybe some spouse waivers.
Yeah.
You think that's one of the big attractants here is the benefit package?
Yeah.
To keep people? Who handles all of your onboarding, payroll, HR type related tasks?
Say that again with you. We're on that.
Oh, yeah. Who handles all of your onboarding and your payroll, HR related
recorder's
type
office.
task? Okay, so you get a new employee, they go through the
They
clerk
go
and
through-
recorder?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys have Mako now. Do you kind of know what your plan designs are and your options?
Oh, yeah, they come in and tell us
There's
any updates, they let us know. They're pretty good.
there's like an 80-20 plan, 70-30, 70-30, and then like.
There's 3 different plans.
With health savings.
Are those for your like contributions, percentages?
Yeah,
So the employer contribution that the county pays?
they pay, for the premium
Mhm.
is.
1,300. 13, yeah, 1,300 and something.
For everybody?
On each employer.
Vision and dental.
Okay. And that's across the board for everybody?
Unless somebody takes a different policy, but that's what we pay.
How long have you guys been with Mako?
As long as I remember. As long as when they first started, when was that?
I'd say 20 years, easy,
Okay.
but don't, I'm not.
Cause when
I
I
would have
came
to
in
look it up.
with
It's
Maple.
Yeah, oh, it'd probably be close to 30, and when it was, yeah. Probably.
They were pretty small when they got there.
Yeah, I did some
I'd say
research.
close
They've
to
got
20. Wanna argue?
20 plus. Okay, fair enough.
Gee.
I was county attorney in 2001 in Mako, so.
How often do you guys do a review of your benefits and comparing?
Whenever, they do it every year, but I mean, we've had them come in and give us some updates on stuff, and then if we're having problems, we call them, they come right in or whatever.
Okay. Do you guys do an annual review
Yeah.
and a comparison of how things are, so annually at least?
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys really, I mean, you've been with them for a long time. What do you like? What do you really like about working with them and having them as a broker?
They treated us good. I don't know, we've had complaints and that, but they get on us and get us took care of.
They've
They
been,
guess they're going through another outfit, and we've had a couple, but they took care of it.
over the long term, been the best price too.
Okay, so most competitive.
Maybe not like, there's been others come in to offer kind of a better deal for a little bit, but it's not a long term.
No, it's a short,
Yeah.
just to get us in, and then it seems like it goes up.
Okay. So most competitive, feels stable.
Well, we know them, we know what we're getting, not guessing, you know. They take good care of us, really.
Are there pieces, different pieces that you guys have looked into that you wanted to see? That you haven't been able to?
They always bring stuff, they hear about them stuff and throw it at us, and then it's just whatever we, you know, we make a decision, and go with it.
They've got incentive plans, they always have incentive plans,
Okay,
wellness plans to help with wellness benefits and, yeah, they do all that kind of incentive stuff.
and some programs, do you guys have
Like they
active
do
wellness
wellness
programs?
benefits, they do physicals, they do, yeah,
Blood tests.
Hmm?
Blood tests.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
there's some accessible kind of on-site,
Try to keep us healthy and
so you don't have to use
pay
the
more,
insurance.
keep us healthy.
Yeah, that's right. Do your employees, do you guys think everybody understands their benefit packages and they see the
If they
value that
don't,
they
they
have?
come in, 'cause we've had a few that had to, you know, they come in, they'll sit down in the back room with you and explain everything. They'll come right over if somebody has a problem with it or don't understand it. But
Yeah,
they have they have every year too, that they come 2 or 3 times a year and they'll sit back here in the break room and you walk in and go over your benefits in case there's something better to do or not.
Okay. And people use that, they feel comfortable kind of stepping forward and asking questions?
Big time.
Okay.
We're very happy with our, Mako Healthcare.
That's great. Yeah, that's good. I've met with a lot of counties and I haven't heard of that one at all. It's all, it's all MMIA, so I'm actually, I did some research and, yeah, that seems great. That was new for me. And they've been around that long, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, they treated us good.
Do you guys
You've
currently?
never heard of
Well,
them?
they-
No,
like a lead, they use a lead.
Where are
they
you
use
from?
MMIA. Anaconda.
But I mean,
I haven't heard any other counties using them.
Mako Trust uses Allegiance, so it's their.
Yeah, I mean, they all partner with certain carriers, so I've heard of all the carrier
Oh.
partners, but these specific trusts, for different organizations. They all, around here that I've spoken with, they all tend to use MMIA.
I'm not sure how many counties they have, it could be, they could have, there's 56 counties, so they have quite a few counties.
Oh, sure, yeah, they
Yeah.
must. Yeah, I just hadn't heard of them, so that's great. Do you guys know if you currently use any specific tools or platforms to administer your benefits? If there's any software that you're using?
Allegiance website, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
leave that up to them.
They kind of handle all that for you, all the
Yeah.
administration. So if somebody comes in, they have a benefit question, do they go directly to
Oh, you can
Mako
call,
folks?
you can call them right now, we all have their phone number, you can get hold of Pam, that other lady, and.
I'm not sure if there's
But
a
claims to be
website that we
Allegiance
can access.
to go through, but yeah, if you have questions or whatever, it's, yeah,
I think there is a website where you can access your personal.
Yeah, you can get on, yeah, cause they try to nice for
Yeah.
people, I know you can, but some people can.
If that's the
Something
question
through
you're
the
asking.
county or something that you can log in through Mako?
Through Mako.
Through Mako, but it's your own private account. that you
Okay,
can log
yeah.
into. They'll set it up on it.
Who handles your payroll and like your benefits?
Clerk and recorder.
Clerk and recorder does that. Okay. Do you guys know, it sounds like you've got a pretty good setup, but do you have anything that would, you feel like would make things easier for you from a benefits standpoint? Your offerings or administration?
No.
Nothing
pretty
comes to
tough.
mind?
It's gonna be pretty tough to beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just cause we all kind of fell in where we trust them. The biggest thing is getting built with trust and going through a whole new policy and see what we get and what we don't.
Sure, yeah.
It's pretty tough.
So you guys have medical, dental, vision. Do you have supplemental or life products?
Yep.
Yep, all of it?
I don't think we miss anything. We got, yeah, yeah.
Do you happen to know who your carriers are? And maybe I can get that from Sarah.
Allegiance? Is
Yep,
that what
Allegiance
you're
is your
asking?
medical, yep,
Yeah.
but then your dental, vision,
I think it's, I just said eye doctor yesterday.
Yeah, it's something else saying, yeah.
Is it?
Vision, yeah, so.
It said vision and dental on the medical card, the insurance card,
Yeah.
it could be, yeah,
Hartford is the.
Not right on my card here.
Hartford is life.
You should have saying like AE or something, I don't know.
Cigna, is that dental?
It's a, Cigna's a network, but it could be built into your,
Just look at this.
oh, sure, yeah. Cigna. Yeah, it probably is, all of that. What about your supplemental? Do you guys have disability? Like accident plans, things like that?
Not for.
Oh, through Aflac, yeah, that makes sense.
So we do like have Aflac too, if people wanna purchase it, it's not paid by the county.
Oh, it's not, so it's
No.
not part of that, if they
No.
wanted to use that 13,
It's all
whatever,
different side.
they have to do that voluntarily, okay.
There's some that do it.
Is that the case for life as well? That would be voluntary?
Well, there is a life and then you can pay
Yeah.
for more, and that's through
It's
Medicare.
always the
It's
case.
always finding people that want something to.
VSP, I think is the eye.
Okay, yeah. that would
Yeah,
make
that's
sense.
what she was asking, yeah.
National Allegiance, yeah, you might have another dental carrier kind of built in too.
Yeah.
Do you have, families covered? Are people able to
You
cover their
can.
family? Okay. Do you think people participate in that,
Oh, yeah, there's
in
some.
family coverage? What does your enrollment look like? Every year, you said they come in, so every year, do you know when your renewal is? Is it July 1? It must be. When your plan renews, so if you've got a March 31, you guys must be a July 1
Yeah.
renewal. So what does your renewal process look like when they come in, and do they do kind of a,
They do it's usually an hour, 2 hours long, they go over everything and then they'll sit in there for whenever, however long, and if people wanna come in and talk to them, the renewal.
okay,
They can go, anybody go over their plans and.
They're here for a couple of days or after the renewal to talk to employees that want to talk to them.
One of the big things we're negotiating is how much the county is gonna pay per month and then what the best product for that.
and you review that contribution number annually
Yeah.
to determine what's
Yeah, it
appropriate?
just went up a little bit, well, everything's going up
90%.
from 12 up to 13 sometimes.
We're doing around 9%.
So,
For your premiums this year, a 9%, yeah. So they'll come in, they'll do a group education with everybody, kind of do a Q&A, and then branch off for one-on-one, or if anybody has questions or
They
needs to
usually
make
come in,
changes.
and people come sit in and listen, and if they wanna sit one-on-one, they can go in the other room.
Okay. Has there been anything else that you guys have wanted to know about benefits? The benefits realm, or things you've wanted to look into?
I guess until something comes up, then we ask, but I mean, now, not just come out saying that. I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, sometimes it's not something that people just think about for fun, right? So kind of has to be presented. I understand that. Well, that helps me. answer some of these questions and learn more about what you guys are doing, are you comfortable sharing the summary of benefits that you guys have if I ask her for it?
Yep.
So what your plans are, what most people are participating in, kind of look at if you have a lot of singles that are there or how many are covering their families, things like that. Then I would just look into, I would like to do a proposal for you guys. So we operate very similarly. So ours is a lot education focused. And then one-on-one and a lot of in-person interaction. So we do like to be there in person. We like to be a direct dial. If it's not the best fit for you guys and Mako is, that's not something we would try to convince you to come elsewhere. I'm really curious to see what their plan options are, even to make that recommendation to other counties if that really is a better fit. So,
And guess where you get that at?
where?
Clerk and recorder.
Perfect. And it's like right there, right? Right around the corner. Yeah,
Everything's
there.
there.
Perfect. Well, I love that. So if you guys were gonna switch, which you haven't looked at in 30 years, right?
No, we've had people come in and give us quotes.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Nobody's matched their, yeah, we've had, there was Big Sky something, there was, I don't wanna say the names, but we've had 2 or 3. Or, what was it?
There could be more big, I mean, look where we are. There could be more big.
No, there was some.
Big Sky, wasn't it? Remember they went, cause a bunch of them went on that.
That
thing,
Blue
it didn't-
Cross come
yeah,
in.
it fell through,
Okay,
so then they had to come back, and then you start over.
so you did switch and then
We
went
have.
back.
We-
Oh, I see.
Never switched Mako.
Okay.
We're stuck with them. No, these other guys that were in our, whatever they call that group, they switched.
Well, we did, and we switched because our insurance went up like 400%, so we went to a different insurance. And they gave us a good price for that year, and the following year it went up another 400%, and that's when Mako came in and they offered us Cadillac insurance. And we were able to give the employees Cadillac insurance for like half the cost. And so that was probably in 2001. I'd have to go, and we kept them ever since because they've always, no one's ever been able to beat what they can do for us.
Sure. Have you guys ever, do you know, does the term level funded ring any bells for you guys? Have you looked into level funded products, or maybe you have those?
Never.
We don't know.
Never heard
Okay.
that.
Never heard of it.
That's okay. I should.
That's way above my pay.
Okay, and like I said, it's not light reading. People don't just do it for fun. I totally understand.
Everything is.
So are you guys with your March, you said March 1st.
31st.
Is it 31st or 1st?
We have to notify March 1st that,
Oh,
Otherwise, you sign your renewal on March 1st.
that was our letter.
You sign at April, March, April, you sign at April, but March, we got, yeah.
And then do you guys usually do your enrollment
So
in June?
if I made the commitment, they need a commitment for us no later than March 1st.
Got it. Yep, so you're either committing and you're signing off then. Yeah. I should be able to see that if you guys did ever make a switch, if you did find a better option, are there penalties for you to leave the trust?
No, I think we've been with them long enough where there isn't penalties. They do write the letter, if you're a new thing, you have to be there for like 3 years, but we've been with them for so long that if we did choose, we could.
They wouldn't do that, yeah.
right, year to year.
Yeah. So when you do your enrollment, is it usually June? I think you answered that.
April, May, isn't it?
You guys do it early, yeah. So
So
you
open
commit,
enrollment?
Open enrollment?
yeah. You do it
It's
early.
May 15th, what, cause the new is effective July 1.
Yeah.
So it's like May 15th
So
through
mid-May.
June 15th or something, yeah,
Okay,
something like that.
it gives people lots of time.
Yeah, I think that's what it's.
That's good. Well, perfect. I'll go chat with your clerk that seems to have all the info, all the rest of it.
I have one public comment, I guess we'll listen to Justine here. Go ahead, Justine.
Hi, maybe I missed it. But is this proposal, is this something that the county has requested, or is this solicitation?
I would say solicitation.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice meeting.
Yeah, well, thank you guys. If you're open to it, I'll take your information and I will put together a proposal and come back and visit with you guys. I appreciate your time.
Competition's good.
Yeah. Free market.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Nice meeting you.
Hey, you too. Thanks, Paul. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, stay as long as I can up here and go have coffee and things. Nice, little follow the bridge. Yeah, if you wanna email me. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yep, thank you.
Have a good day.
All right,
You too.
thanks.
Thank you.
One thing left.
Alright, last agenda item for the day, the surplus bid notice, or surplus property bid notice for the backhoe.
I was, I had two people now ask about the backhoe, and the one guy, he quoted the price. And I said, well, we'll probably lower the minimum bid some, but I mean, I can't sit there and say we take a price from, you know, or say, yeah, you can buy it for that, cause it has to go through. I've had two people, I don't know if we need to know them, but I don't think so, but I think I drop it down just a little bit and go from there again.
Put it back in the paper for 2 weeks.
Not 1 week, let's just go 1 week and then we'll be done with it. Take whatever the best bid we can get, say this is what we're asking, but if something looks good, we might just take it.
I mean, ain't dropping to 5, or not that much.
Yeah, let's go 5, let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
I think
What were we asking for?
75,
75.
trying to get more out of it, but you know, yeah, I
I'm gonna
think
drop it to 5,500.
55, let's go there.
Let's go 55, let's drop it $2,000 and put it back out.
For 1 week. And then that way they can't keep trying to do this place,
Yeah.
you know, every other minute.
Right.
Okay,
Have to have a bid higher than 5,500.
Well, or the minimum bid is 5,500, they could bid 5,500.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
5,500 and 1 penny.
I'll make a motion, we'll drop it down to 5,500 and do it for 1 week to get this over with.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Sorry. Oh, I don't give them a lot of time. You better be ready. Alright, meeting adjourned.
Thanks, good job.